What is up, everybody? Welcome to our Cotopaxi Allpa 35-liter review. During this review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the Cotopaxi. We're going to pack it out to show you how much we can fit inside. I'm going to go over the pros and the cons of the bag. And then at the end of the review, if you're not really feeling this bag and you want some alternative recommendations, I'm going to give you my top 2. So let's see what this bad boy is all about. Let's get into the gist of the Cotopaxi Allpa 35-liter. Large, long-term travel backpacks are my favorite reviews to do because those are the ones that I use the most. Those kind of bags are the reasons I got into doing gear for the girls. I've been backpacking since I was 18, and I've tested out a lot of travel backpacks. So I'm very excited to see what the Cotopaxi has to offer. I've gotten so many requests to review this backpack, so let's see what it's all about. Some of its top features: we've got a well-padded back panel, shoulder straps, and hip belt, a quick access top pocket, a suitcase-style opening into the main compartment, and a stretch side water bottle pocket. This bag is 35 liters, and for reference, this is what it looks like on me. I am 5'2", and this is the Allpa collection, so this bag comes in so many different sizes. It comes in so many different color options. If you love colors, you are gonna love the options for this bag. It weighs 2 pounds 7 ounces. It comes with a lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. And this bag is going to cost you $215 US. And if you've got a backpacking trip coming up and you've been on the hunt and you see this and you're like, oh yeah, I think that's my perfect backpack, and you want to make a purchase, we do ask that you use the first link in the description below. That link is always going to offer you the best price for these bags. It's going to offer any discount codes that we have going on, and it will always show support for the Gear for the Girls YouTube channel, which is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. But I'm very excited to see what this backpack is all about. So let's start off with the front of the Cotopaxi Allpa 35. For the front, first up, we've got the classic Cotopaxi branding. We got the cute little llama. Some people might think it's bold, but I just think it's so freaking adorable. I love it. For these materials, we've got TPU coated 1000D polyester, and it just feels very soft, crinkly. This is gonna be very weather resistant, and these materials are also super sustainable. It's made from 100% recycled fabrics. And we do have a couple different materials going on. Like I said, the front is that crinkly, durable material. Then we've got the polyester nylon up here. So it just adds a little bit of contrast with the two different materials. I love having a very weather-resistant backpack when I'm traveling. I think that these kind of materials are key when you're going on a backpacking trip. You never know what weather you're gonna get caught up in. You wanna make sure your valuables are safe. So a durable, weather-resistant backpack is key. And then, like I said, this bag comes in so many different color options, and like not just color options, like all the colors are different in different spots. It's just like a cluster of colors, and I'm here for it. I'm a fan. Let me know in the comments below if you love Cotopaxi's color options or if you hate them. But if you hate them, I don't want to know because I love them. And we've got a pretty minimalist front going on here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lash points at the front that offers some external carrying options. Another great feature to have when you're backpacking, you just grab a carabiner, clip it on one of these. I know for me, if I'm traveling somewhere tropical or hot, I can just attach my sandals or flip-flops to the outside of the bag so it doesn't take up room in the bag. Or if you're going somewhere wet and you got muddy hiking shoes or something, you can attach them to the outside of the bag. We love options. And then we just have a top pocket here. We've got cute little blue zipper puller, and in there, pretty basic, not much going on. It goes till about here, no internal organization, but it's just a nice little quick access pocket. And then behind that, we have another pocket, different color, with 2 zippers. We get in there, and then that is a bigger option with another internal pocket. So this offers a bit more organization. So for these 2 pockets, I'm gonna start with the bigger one. I'm gonna use this little mesh pocket as sort of like my tech compartment. If you don't travel with a tech pouch, I think this is a great option. So first up in here, we do have a little neon key leash. Gonna pop those on super easy, throw those in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my cords in here just so they're got their own little designated spot. Cord, portable charger, throw all that in, zip that up. I'm gonna throw my bulky headphones right in here. Perfect, they fit great. This pocket's actually pretty beefy. It's got a lot of room in there. And my wallet. And I know sometimes a lot of people comment saying they would never put their wallet in a pocket up there. It's easy for, you know, thieves to steal it or get pickpocketed. I'm just showing you what you can fit in these pockets. You don't have to put your wallet up there. But if I'm just in the airport and I need quick access to my wallet, it's not a bad spot for it, you know? Don't come after me. In the smaller pocket, I'm gonna put my smaller things. I'm gonna put my sunglasses, some chapstick, hand sanitizer, and my AirPods. Just things I need quicker access to. Zip that closed, and doesn't have a super bulky look yet, but I'm curious to see, since I put my headphones in there, if when the bag is packed out, if it gives it a bulkier look. But I like those two front pockets up there just so I don't have to go in the main compartment for any of those smaller items. Quick access. I love that in a travel bag. So that's it for the front. Let's see what that main compartment's all about. Let's get into the middle of the Cotopaxi Allpa 35. For the middle, we're gonna get right into the main compartment. First up, we've got two zippers that are lockable, which is definitely a great feature to have if you're traveling a lot or like you're staying in hostels. You just buy a little lock and you can hook it right in there, so no one gets inside your bag and steals your goodies. And we're gonna go ahead and zip this open. We've got a beautiful suitcase style opening into that main compartment. And we got a little green on green going on here with some colorful accents. I do normally like a different color interior, but this bag's just so fun and so colorful, and like the green kind of does look a little bit different, but it doesn't, but I still like it. And I love the zipper pullers that we got. And let's open one side. We got this big mesh pocket, and in here, just nothing, which personally I love when I'm packing out because I use packing cubes, so I don't need a bunch of pockets and stuff. And then on the other side, we've got 1, 2 mesh pockets. So pretty minimalist bag. Depends how you like to pack things out. I love a minimalist long-term travel backpack because, like I said, I'm always using packing cubes. It's my go-to. It offers so much organization. I feel like I can fit more. I just feel like cleaner and more put together and more organized when I use packing cubes. So I love them. I'm just gonna start packing it out like I would if I was going on a long-term trip. So I've got 1 packing cube. We're just gonna shove them in, see what we can fit. Second packing cube. And then we're also going to put a little toiletry bag right at the bottom as well. And like I said, like, don't need much organization when you use these. If you don't like packing cubes, I do like this mesh pocket because it does offer not organization, but it just offers like its own little compartment. So you could roll your clothes up, and like, I'll allow that. I think that this mesh pocket is definitely good for that if you're not rolling with the packing cubes. So I think that side's pretty packed out. For this one, it's actually pretty deep. I feel like this bag's got pretty good capacity to it for being a 35 liter. On this side, I'm gonna go ahead and put my little shoe pouch right in there. Oh, whoa, I didn't even realize this pocket actually goes all the way up there. It's gonna get a little crowded in this area once this gets filled out, and that does because it's also this pocket as well, but it's got a lot of room in here. We're gonna go ahead and use a little packable day bag. Roll that up, put that in there, zip that on closed. In this top pocket, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a speaker, and I'm also gonna throw a book in there as well. And, you know, pretty packed out. Definitely utilized the space. I think this bag actually has really good capacity. I feel like I could fit more in there if you really wanna push it to the limit. But let's see if we can close this up. Oh yeah, cake, dude. Could definitely fit some more in there, I think. Alrighty, that's what our little Cotopaxi looks like packed out. I mean, you know, if you're taking this thing traveling for a long time, it's gonna look big, it's gonna look bulky. That's kind of the whole point. You're just, you know, it's the backpacker look, but it fit a lot. I don't think it looks like insanely big. We'll see what it looks like on me, but I think I like the materials on the front because it kind of still gives it a nice shape. My headphones aren't really bulging out as much as I thought they would be. But I think it looks pretty good. Lastly, we've got a stretch water bottle pocket. You could also put your speaker in there if you didn't want to put it in the main compartment. But we'll see if we can fit a 1 liter water bottle. Easy. Oh, I love a water bottle pocket like that. So stretchy. You could put an umbrella in there. You could put a tripod in there. It's gonna fit a lot. And so soft, so nice. This bag's pretty. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. But comfort, that's gonna be the main test. So let's get into the back of the Cotopaxi Allpa 35. First up for the back, we got the top handle. Pretty basic. There's no padding. I mean, the materials are nice. It's flimsy. It is what it is. Not my favorite top handle, but still gets the job done. I did miss on the side though, there is a side handle as well, which I love on a travel backpack because sometimes they do make you check your bag or you're gonna have to put it in the overhead compartment, and that just offers another access point to grab the bag. Makes things go quicker, you know. We love 2 handles on our big boy bags. Then we've got this beautiful blue zipper, which is the laptop compartment. We do have a little hook here, which offers a little bit of extra security. Just nice to have. But when you want to open it, you just gotta slide it through there. Zip, it's all the way down. And we got this big pocket. For the materials, we do have one of my favorites. We've got this really soft microfiber lining. It's gonna be scratch proof. And we got a bit of padding, a little bit more than I thought. But with a laptop compartment like this, I think your laptop's gonna be pretty safe because it's kind of sandwiched in there between your clothes and the back panel. So normally I don't like it because you're gonna feel it on your back, but this back padding is pretty thick, so we'll see if we can feel it or not. We're gonna throw our pretend 16-inch laptop in there, and that fits perfectly. You also have a little sleeve as well. You could fit a tablet or a Kindle in there. We've got our 12-inch iPad. We're gonna slide that in, fits beautifully. Close it on up. And that's it for the laptop compartment, so let's flip it. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of this bad boy. We got shoulder straps, back panel, and my favorite, a hip belt. For materials, we got very padded air mesh materials. They're soft. It's gonna offer a lot of airflow. We've even got this center cutout that's gonna offer a bit more airflow as well. So if you're taking this thing traveling somewhere hot, that is definitely a nice feature to have because backpackers be wearing their backpacks for a long time. You get sweaty, you get tired, so having that extra airflow is really nice. We do have a luggage pass-through right here in case you want to plop it on a luggage. You just turn it on its side, plop it down like that. For the shoulder straps, they are a bit like close together, I feel like, and they're a little bit hard at the top. I'm smaller, so I wear my bags really tight, and normally with shoulder straps that are narrower and closer together like that, they tend to like dig into my neck. So I guess we'll see when I put it on how it feels, but they're pretty lightweight, which is nice. They have the same materials. Below that, we've got 2 more loops that you can use for external carrying. We've got sternum strap that is very easily adjustable. That just helps redistribute the weight. It's a great comfort feature. Below that, we've got the adjusters so you can wear the bag as loose or as tight as you would like. And then below that, we got a big old hip belt, which is my favorite comfort feature. That really takes the weight off of your back. Sometimes I just wear it as tight as I can and I let it sit on my hips. But the ultimate test. Let's try her on. Let's see how she feels. I'm in the mindset of backpacking. All right, so you're gonna have, if you're smaller like me and you wear it really tight, you're gonna have a lot of access dangle. There are dangle stoppers, but it doesn't do much. So I do kind of wish like in the hip belt there was something you could stick these in so they didn't hang out as much. But I love a good hip belt. Let's do the sternum strap. Okay, all right. This is what it looks like. Fully packed out. 5'2". Yeah, shoulder straps, they're a little too close together and they are just like digging into my neck, and that material's not super soft on the side there, so I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit uncomfortable. I love the sternum strap. I love how easy it is to move it up and down. It's not really applying a lot of pressure to the girls because the straps do kind of go outwards. Honestly, I don't know if you can see, but like with bigger backpacks with me, I just wear it so tight that it just sits on my hip, and like look at all that. I don't want it touching me. It gives me a little bit of a break, but sometimes I will have to not wear the sternum strap to give my neck a break because it's just digging in. but that's just because I wear my bag like this. If you're bigger than me, you probably won't have an issue with it. I think it's pretty comfortable. I like the back padding and stuff. Just these freaking straps, dude. They're a little uncomfortable, but I fit a lot in it. It's 35 liters. It feels way bigger than a 35 liter in my opinion. Looks like a 45. Too big. Don't like it. No, I actually do like this bag. I understand the hype around Cotopaxi now. Never traveled with it, but I'm gonna try because I think it's pretty comfortable, minus the shoulder straps. And lastly, for the back, this bag does offer a stowaway system. I'm not a huge fan of stowaway systems with bigger long-term travel backpacks because normally it's not like the cleanest looking, but you know, we're gonna try. So with the hip belt, you're just gonna shove it in, really. Get rid of all that. For the shoulder straps, you're gonna unclip, and once again, we're just gonna shove it in, and yeah. Like I said, it's not the cleanest. I mean, if you do end up having to check this bag or put it in the overhead compartment, like that does offer like dangle-free experience. So when you pull the bag out, all the dangles aren't like slapping you in the face. Or when you check into your hotel or hostel, and you want to just like shove it under the bed. It's a cleaner way to store the bag, but I don't really think it's like the cleanest looking, but you know, it's a nice option to have. All right, now let's get into the pros and the cons of the Cotopaxi Allpa 35. For my pros, pro number one is gonna be the capacity. I fit a lot inside this bag. And pro number two, it's gonna be the color options. It's just crazy. I love the way this bag looks. But for my cons, con number one is definitely gonna be those shoulder straps. They were a bit too uncomfortable for me. And con number two is gonna be that stowaway system. It's not the cleanest. But if you don't care about my cons and you think that this is your most perfect bag and you would like to make a purchase, we do ask that you use the link in the description below. But if you're just not feeling it and you want to see what else is out there, you want to play the field a bit, I got you. Here are my alternatives to the Cotopaxi Allpa 35 liter. All right, so I do have two alternative recommendations for you. Number one, we've got the Osprey Fairview 40 liter. If you don't know, this is one of my all-time favorite travel backpacks. It's woman specific. It is so comfortable. Like all of the comfort features, the back panel, everything going on. Oh my God, I love this bag so much. If you are going on a long-term backpacking trip and you want to learn some more information about it, check the link in the description below. Alternative recommendation number two, we've got the Tortuga Travel Backpack Lite. This is a great alternative if you're looking for something a bit more low-key. You weren't a fan of the loud colors, but comfort is huge for you. This bag is so light and so comfortable. I love traveling with it. And if you would like to learn everything that there is to know about it, you can watch our full review right here. And that is all for this review today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you are liking these videos, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know of any travel backpacks you would like for me to review. My name is Marissa. This is Gear for the Girls, brought to you by Nomads Nation. Peace.